Good morning, Contessa. In terms of the charts on Bitcoin, the chart has been one that had been consolidating for almost 6 months, Contessa, and it has now started to break out to the upside. So from a technical perspective, that is a bullish sign. And when we look at Bitcoin itself and you sort of do a measured objective technically, we can see a move as high as about $133,000.
So as he said, the 7-month price consolidation we saw leading up to this massive move was extremely telling for what could be coming. As the price continues to gap up at the rate it has been over the last couple weeks, demand from an institutional investor level has been increasing. The ETFs and MicroStrategy flow data is a perfect example of what's happening here. We are first seeing institutional FOMO, which will inevitably lead to mass retail FOMO, which is historically when Bitcoin starts to approach a cycle top. So we could see the price break through 100K and gap up very quickly to 120 or 130K, which could then increase institutional FOMO and spark retail to start chasing the price up. And that's when we can start to see face-melting moves up that usually characterize cycle tops. But what about the giant elephant in the room of nation-state FOMO? As we've talked about a lot over the last few weeks, the US government under a Trump presidency is eyeing the potential of buying 1 million Bitcoin over the next 5 years. Senator Cynthia Lummis, who's responsible for putting forth a proposal for a US strategic Bitcoin reserve, was on CNBC this morning talking about how the plan could be implemented without even printing any new money.
The proposal that I have and that President Trump has discussed about a strategic Bitcoin reserve or strategic Bitcoin stockpile where the United States would acquire and hold Bitcoin for 20 years. Because of the way that Bitcoin has been appreciating since inception, this would be an asset that could help shore up the US dollar as the world reserve currency and serve as a reserve that could be used to reduce the national debt significantly. You know, the American people are still hurting from inflation, from high prices, and they want the national debt reduced. These are ways to do it with an asset that is immutable, can easily be held by the federal government in a variety of vaults, and that states can participate in as well. So this is the gold standard digital asset, and a strategic Bitcoin reserve is the